Today we're making up jalapeno and cheese Sriracha snack sticks. So hey, it's going to be some little smokies, some people call them. We call them snack sticks, but we're going to be practicing charcuterie. Got one of my students helping me out today, and she's going to be going along learning the lesson of how to make a smoked sausage. And today it is jalapeno and cheese snack sticks with Sriracha. So stick around. Welcome to Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. I am Chef Johnny. Appreciate you being here. And today we are making up snack sticks. And what I'm using is I'm using some of my old deer meat. Now, this is the deer we got last year. It's deer season again, so we're going to get rid of the last bit of meat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this chili grind meat, so it's got a coarse grind on it. We're going to run it back through the fine plate. We're going to mix it in with some fat. I got 3 pounds of fat to go with 10 pounds of venison. And we're going to get to doing that. First thing we're going to do is go to the mixer, put in the fat, put in the deer meat, and show you all of the ingredients we're using. I'm going to take my fat and put it in here with my deer meat. And again, this was just a chili grind, and it went one time through the rough plate. So this definitely needs some fat in it. Whenever you're figuring fat, you want to be in that 25–30% range fat to lean, right? So you have enough. I think this is going to be really good, but we're going to get this mixed in there. Mix it up good, and remember, keep everything cold. This was cold. The head off the grinder is in the freezer right now, staying cold. And I got ice underneath my catch pan for my meat. And we're just going to mix this together till it gets the fat incorporated. And guys, we don't want to start melting our fat. That's why we keep everything as cold as we can keep it. The meat's been cold. The fat's been cold, and this is a pork fat we're adding to it today. And I ran it through the coarse plate once, so it and the deer meat are the same texture right now. But we're going to go back through the fine plate for the final stuffing of it. We're going to go through the fine plate for these Slim Jims or these snack sticks and get them just right. You don't want it too much texture. Y'all know I usually like texture on my sausages. All right, that looks good. Let's get in some of our seasonings. We're going to start adding our other ingredients, and Victoria's going to help me do that. And first thing we're going to go in with is garlic. I'm going to mix in this garlic, and it's just, I said a 1/3 cup. I actually think that's a 1/2 cup of garlic. Go ahead and dump that in there. Doing a good job here. Hold on, let me see if I can get the rest out. Okay, that's in. We'll mix it up a little bit. And the next thing we're going to put in is some kosher salt, putting in 1 teaspoon per pound. And our main mix is going to have salt also, so that's why we're going light on the salt there. Next thing is our pink curing salt. So we're going to add this in. And this is, since we're smoking this and it's going to be at a low temperature for a while, we want to make sure that no bacteria grows. And that's going to keep that out. And that is 3 teaspoons. It's a teaspoon for every 5 pounds of meat. And here's what's going in next, folks. It is Sriracha Dirty Bird from Kosmo Q. Just got this in. It's always a limited supply. He just does it every once in a while. I snagged 2 bottles of it. You can go to Kosmo Q and get you some. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of this. And it's going to give us a nice, that Dirty Bird, which he's known for, is great flavoring, but with Sriracha added to it, so it's going to make some great Slim Jims, I believe. Oop, got a little over a 1/2 cup. All right, you want to pour that in and I'll mix. And we always want to go both directions when we mix. So if you go one direction 100 strokes, go the other direction 100 strokes. Or if you want to count your time, whatever it may be, we want to do both directions. All right, we're at the next step. Victoria's here going to give me a hand. Everything's been ground. It went back in the freezer. It's firmed up pretty good. We have the small plate in, and also, let you see, we're going to run some jalapenos in there. I've got about, I think, 9 or 10 nice big jalapenos. They're going to go in, and really you do about 1 jalapeno for every 2 pounds, maybe, something like that's usually what I do. But it gives that, and then I have some high temp cheese. So that's what's going to be going in. That won't go in until the mix, but instead of chopping all these up, I'm just going to let them run through the grinder on this on the small plate, and it'll disperse them through it pretty good. So let's turn it on, and then we'll start loading this up, all right? I'm gonna let Victoria give it. This meat's kind of hard, so I'm using the stomper just to get it in there. It's starting to come out pretty good. Just keep setting it up there for me, Victoria. There we go. I had to move her to the other side. Y'all couldn't see her behind the stuffer, or the grinder. I'm not saying she's short, but the grinder's tall. And now every once in a while, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stick some of these jalapenos in there, and that way it kind of disperses them through it automatically. But we'll just put one in now and then. Probably see right there some of that jalapeno starting to come out. So nobody will get a big chunk of jalapeno. Second grinding's done. Fix to get the head cleaned up and go ahead and put that in the wash. Mixer's been back in the freezer. The meat's good and cold. The bottom pan is full of ice. We're keeping it cold. We don't want our fats to melt. So we're doing that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start loading the meat back in here. We're gonna add our high temp cheese, and we're gonna add our encapsulated citric acid and get that in there. You don't wanna add that to the end because you don't want it to break down too soon. We want it to break down when it's on the smoker to give that sausage that nice tang we want in our summer sausage or in our snack sticks, right? So let's get this loaded up. I'll do the cranking if you'll do that. And what we're gonna do also is we are going to cook up some of this and sample it up and make sure it tastes right. If it tastes good, it's gonna go in there. If not, we'll add some seasonings once we mix this and get all the jalapenos and cheese in there. But we do wanna cook up a little bit to make sure it tastes right. Also at this time, we're gonna add our water. So I've got 4 cups of cold ice water here, and I'm gonna add, I'd say about half of that, so about 2 cups in there. Usually you figure about 1 ounce per pound of meat. And this is really gonna help it load into those thin little Slim Jim cases also. But much easier to mix now. Time for our high temp cheese to go in. Victoria's gonna sprinkle that in for me. And we'll check this. If it doesn't feel like it's quite wet enough, I may add another cup of water. I think I am gonna do that. We're gonna go in with the 3rd cup of water. Yeah, maybe another 3/4. But that's just gonna help this mix up and go into those casings a lot easier. Everything's mixed good, so we're just gonna add our encapsulated citric acid. That's gonna give us our tang that we like in summer sausage and snack sticks. And mix up real good. I think these are gonna be some great snack sticks. Time to stuff. Put the meat back in the cooler for a little bit, cool everything down once again. Now we're gonna start stuffing it into our collagen casings. Now I'm gonna tell you, this stuffer does not come with a tube small enough for a 19mm casing. Fortunately, my grinder had one that would fit it. It's even got a smaller one. This one, you couldn't slide the whole set of tubes on, but you could kind of pull them off and get them on there. So that's what we're gonna do. Roll it up here a little bit. And I'm letting all the air get out. Now, meat's there, so what I'm gonna do is kind of pinch it right at first, all right? Just so that it doesn't push out the end of the paper. All this stuffed up, ready to go on the smoker. We're gonna get outside. Come on out there with us. We'll show you how to put on the smoker. All right, folks, we've got as you can see, we're back inside. Main camera ran out of memory in the card. But I got some B-roll coming up for you. Gonna let you see that. Got these sausages on. They were 150 degrees is where I had this Outlaw smoker set at. Smoked them for 2 hours at 150. You can see some pictures of that here. Then we bumped it up to 180, went about an hour and a half. Then we bumped it up to 200, and we went until they reached internal temperature of 155. You can see me putting in my meter, which is wireless thermometer I use, and y'all can see that. But we got all the meat on there. Turned out great. You're missing the smoking part, which I'm sorry about that. This is the OL 6800, so y'all can see the Outlaw Smoker and the B-roll going on there. One thing I did learn was don't let's cut them to length. Don't wrap them around. When we did, they got too close to the edges. And of course, if y'all have used pellet smokers, you know the edges and the ends get a little bit hotter. So I had a little overcooking on those, but nothing that just ruined it. We'll put it that way. Still came out very good. A great sausage. If you would at this time, remember to check out meat. Got my grinder here by me. I do have an affiliate link below. If you want to help support the channel, number one way is by sharing our videos, telling people about us. Number two way, use our affiliate links. We make a little bit of money. You don't pay anything more for it, but it helps support the channel, helps us buy more food, get new cameras, do better things for y'all. So, hey, remember meat. Got a couple of them off right now, and they're looking pretty. Got a little shriveling, you might see here, and I'll bring you in close so you can see that. Got a little shriveling on these. You try to take them slow so you don't render out that fat and get that. So they went on at 155 for about 2 hours, and I bumped to 180. So a little bit of shriveling. Not gonna lose any sleep over that, but we're gonna, I bet you're gonna taste really good. So we're gonna cut up a little bit here and let y'all look at these. And these are gonna get cut into short lengths, vacuum sealed, then we can hand them out to friends and family. And of course my students all wanna try some. So we got a bunch of them, but we're gonna get these cut up in a minute when we get the rest off. These were on the outer ring. So you get a little heat up the sides, and these two were ready. So pull them off, top shelf, and the ones toward the middle aren't ready yet. So let's look at these. Here's one. I kind of broke this one pulling it off a while ago. But we'll bring it up here and let you take a look. See what you think. Look at that. We see our cheese in there. These shouldn't have separated off because they're not like a summer sausage where you want it to separate, and they didn't. Sometimes you get a little fat ring around them if you go too fast, and it'll pull it off there, but those don't look bad at all, folks. Nice little snack stick. And to let you know also, when these came off the pit, they went into a ice bath. Didn't show y'all that part, but they came out straight into an ice bath, dropped that temperature down. That's gonna help some of your shriveling also. But shock them in that ice water, get them out, dry them off. That's the stage we're at now. And now we're gonna vacuum seal these up in, oh, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 inch long pieces. We'll cut up, when I get them all in, I'll cut them all then, but we'll give this one a try. Got excellent flavor. That's Sriracha, Dirty Bird, good stuff from Kosmo. So I tell you what, I saw that and I was like, man, I gotta make some sausage with that. And it has not disappointed me at all. Kind of decide how long I want to cut these. Because we can go a knife blade length. How about that? Right there. Got my Mercer. You know, I like Mercer's Millennial. You can find those in my Amazon store. I have a link down below, but this is their, I call them beater brand. Good price. You beat one up, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But I've got their Renaissance and their Genesis line also. So there's a few bags of sticks right there. Vacuum seal these up. Well, got most of them off. Kind of hold this up where maybe you can see them a little better. Tip it up. There you go. Top shelf isn't quite done yet. These cooked about 4.5 hours. Let me tell you folks, Sriracha Dirty Bird from Kosmo Q. There is some flavor in this. I knew I needed to make some snack sticks with it when I saw it. I heard we're good on regular sausage too. Close it up, hit vacuum and seal. Sucks all the air out of there. There we go. Now all I got to do is write jalapeno and cheese sriracha on them. I know which ones they are. They're going to last a long time. Now these are not shelf stable, so you got to keep them in the freezer, but I'll pack these, put them in the freezer. When I want some, just pull them out and take them with me, and they'll throw them in your ice chest, let them thaw out. And you can carry these in the front of your car for a while, you know, if you're on a trip, not gonna hurt, but not shelf stable, remember that. But anyways, great sticks. Remember to check out Kosmo Q Sriracha Dirty Bird. I like that, real good. Check my link down below for the meat products. They've got grinders, stuffers, dehydrators, oh, jerky machines. They've got, let's see, mixers for it. Gosh, you name it, for processing your own wild game. Knock out that middleman. Guys, how much would you pay for this many snack sticks, all right? A lot of money. So I'm gonna tell you, make that initial investment on some good equipment. This is good equipment. I'm loving it very much. And then you've spent the cost, and every year you're saving money when you're processing your own deer, your own wild hogs, making your own snack sticks. You can find, I got recipes of making summer sausage. You know, I cook kielbasa, I cook bratwurst. We've got hot Italian, sweet Italian. I've got chicken sausages. My playlist is extensive on different sausages that I've made. So check out that playlist. I'll put a link below. Thanks for stopping by Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Hope you enjoyed the jalapeno and cheese sriracha snack sticks. I know I am loving them, and appreciate you stopping by. Please remember to share this video. That's the #1 way to support us. That's the #1 way to help me grow, is by sharing it. Give me some comments. Give me those thumbs up. Tell your friends and family about us. And we're going to see you down the road on Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Goodbye, everybody.
How them boys put food away beats all I've ever seen.